Hello, how's it going? Welcome. Today, we are down a player, so it is the B team. It's been a while since the B team had the stage, but today is that day. So we're back with the B team today. And we'll see how that goes. So, as usual, when I'm doing D&D, obviously, I try to keep up with chat as well as I possibly can, but it can be difficult because I don't want to be talking over people, and I mute myself so everyone else can't hear me when I do talk to chat because I don't want to be talking over other people's streams and stuff like that. So, yeah. But I'm gonna join the guys in voice chat, and yeah.
There we go. Stealth and sleight of hand checks.
Oh shit!
If your stealth check ever drops below a 15, stop there.
Let me just say that means I have to roll a 3 or lower. Be right back.
Is there a limit to how many you should?
That's gonna have
5.
bad luck on those rolls.
Yes, you're gonna just keep pressing dice.
And Mumble is immediately making me hydrate.
Of course. Hi!
That is what Mundle does.
Isaac, while you're up, grab me a cup of water, because I didn't fill my water bottle. And I've been...
I'm just making sure everyone has water.
Yes,
All I
thank
have
you
right
for
now is
that.
iced coffee.
We're like Mundle's
good,
Tamagotchi.
Nope.
Oh, no. Those, you plant them and then you water them to make them grow. That's what we are.
Plant.
Chia pet!
Yes, Chia Pet, exactly.
Chia pet!
We're Mundle's Chia Pets. He waters us.
Mouse!
I like the Nintendog comparison.
That's a good one too.
Yes.
Thank you. Close the door!
Close the door every time somebody walks into my room.
Oh, like a cat. It's the cat on the toilet.
Yeah, but then they lock the cat in your room, Mundle.
Yeah, no, they bring the cat in, then she walk out, and can forget to close the door. Every time.
Every time.
Without exception. The amount of times I've
Discord has a
annoyed
soundboard
people.
now?
Yep.
Okay, so first off, stealth checks.
That's not obnoxious at all. Oh no.
It's so bad.
That's what the duck noise was yesterday. You bastard!
God, it's so annoying.
It's very loud, probably, for people on people's
That noise
screens.
was.
Why is that a special one to board gamers?
It's very loud. Probably because you can upload your own.
Blame Kelly.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Okay, I'm stopping it because it's apparently very loud.
It's very loud. It's
Voice.
very loud on the audio stream
Okay.
thing.
That was the duck noise. Oh my god, that was the duck noise. Oh god.
Alright, Isaac, what are these rolls?
I need to do 2 more.
All right. So we've got Hans, we've got Nico.
Yep.
Now, okay. So now we need to figure out what how successful Emery was.
Oh god, so many things.
Text to
This
voice.
man is a never stops moving sort of thing. If he couldn't find something to help Rayan and Petra with, and if Ernest wasn't talking, the man was probably going and bothering Zendros. Man was finding someone to flirt with. Like this man was just being an absolute maniac around Saltmarsh.
So, that's,
Somebody stop him.
so those are my 5 stealth checks. 18, 30, 29, 30, 23.
Jeez.
Wow.
Congratulations, all the money.
Okay.
Sleight of hand checks.
Sleight of hand checks, please.
Yeah.
Don't you have like a plus 12 to that?
It's the same bonus as my stealth.
Yeah, that's what I. Yeah.
That's a 22. That's a natural 20 for 32. That's 29. You
Many
said
good
5?
stats with your rogue.
Yep.
Aren't you glad that Era doesn't just randomly pickpocket people?
16.
Because this would be Era.
Actually, her
And
sleight of hand isn't
31.
very good.
All
She's
right,
only got a
so,
plus 5.
Sorry.
roll me 4 D100, please.
Yeah.
And I need to find my thingy. Where is my thingy?
Avery's been finding whatever work people will give him.
Nico's been taking jobs. That's what he's been doing.
Not necessarily adventuring jobs, just
Watching the
Is
dogs.
Nico okay with ships?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wonder if you sneak to.
Any job, especially any job that's actually adventuring, Nico would leap at the opportunity.
yeah, Emery. I know everyone would try to stay around Saltmarsh, because of he has no idea when they're getting back. So
68, 76, 41, 50, and 20.
Could you write them out, please?
Yes, they are in text, the boys. Underneath the stealth checks.
underneath the stealth.
Oh, you said 4, not 5.
Knock off that last one.
Knock up.
It's only a 20 anyways.
But it didn't happen.
Strike that.
Oh god. Oh god. Yep. Okay.
I love that sound.
That's a good sound.
Okay, so let's see. I need to do some math here. Yep.
You did good for me. Camo green dye.
Okay.
Of course,
So
it's a cam.
2,350 gold.
Oh, you go.
How
Okay.
much?
2,350.
Gotcha.
Shadow!
Oh,
And a spell scroll.
And it's supposed to roll nice.
Hey,
Now the question is, does Shadow keep all that, or does Shadow actually keep that to anyone else?
what's the spell scroll?
I'm not telling you what the spell scroll is.
Do I need to roll for it? I mean, I am a caster.
Yeah, you can roll for it. What sort of caster is he again?
He's a bard sorcerer.
Not that this has stopped you. I still have 2 paladin scrolls on Soul.
Yeah, so he's not a wizard base, so he's not going to know just by reading it what it is. So yeah, he needs to roll.
That's Arcana.
Yep.
20.
Natural or dirty?
Dirty 20.
Okay. Here you go.
Okay.
It's been a while since we've talked. Yep, here you go.
A gentle.
Oh.
What do you find? I guess.
Oh. Okay. I
Yep.
see ya.
I'm going to make it like this is what kicked off his casing of the tower. Is he sees Kellic in Redwater, pickpockets his ass, takes this scroll off, reads it. It's like, what the fuck is this guy walking around with this for?
Yeah!
What? What?
He had an 8th level spell on him!
Oh, what?
Oh.
What level?
The 8th
We're like
level spell
9?
is Dark Star.
Oh!
It's a lot.
Whoa!
So, oh boy, yeah, definitely a good reason to case him. In the midst of all of this, just going through their various personas, Shadow is going to go to the poor in Redwater and
Oh, Robin Hood!
going to distribute 700 gold pieces.
Okay. So he's never the same person?
Never the same person when he does it.
Okay.
Shula gives like 20 gold to one individual. Next time we go through Redwater, they'd be like, you!
Would he make that mistake?
Is that a mistake?
He doesn't necessarily consider it a mistake to do that.
No, it's
So,
I still don't know it's him.
Though he is Shula's outfit a part of his shift week currently? I think it is. So yeah, like he did at least one as Shula, like one that where he could have been Shula's cousin. You know, like his forms are based off of his imagination at this point, so it's like it's a constant shifting thing.
Oh God!
Turns corner is a complete and just like 20% different person.
Yep. Okay. Yep. Makes sense. All right, Emery.
Yeah.
Actually, one more. I need at least 2 stealth rolls for casing the tower.
Yes,
Emery,
that's right.
go ahead and give me those Arcana rolls for how many times he attempts to contact.
Yeah. What is my stopping point?
If he gets above an 18 or below a 12.
Guess what my first one was?
Oh God.
Definitely above an 18. That is a 24.
Okay. So Emery like dedicates an amount of time to studying how, like, he sits down and he writes down every way he's been successful at contacting his patron.
Oh,
from where he has decided to his
Studious.
stolen soul's room.
Yeah. And I was kind of hoping that you were going to fail at least one of those because it would have been funny. So
Next time, file away for later.
so he he takes the notes down and he studies it and he figures out the best way to make contact with her and
Oh God,
does it.
nice.
And he's just sitting out like on the balcony and like he feels that connection go active.
Oh no.
Yeah. Nothing comes through. Like there's no voice, no nothing, no feelings.
Okay.
And then he feels a hand on his shoulder.
Oh no. Turn lucky.
He sees a creature looks like an elf.
Okay.
Long flowing hair, a very light see-through tunic.
You know what? He's appreciative of that.
Says, male.
Oh no.
oh.
He said, "You rang."
Sort of looks up and down, like, well, you're certainly not who I was trying to. Who are you?
Our mutual acquaintance is a bit busy at the moment.
I was honestly just trying to see if I could finally figure out how to get in contact.
Yes. She's asked me to act as the intermediary for the time being.
Who are you? Name? Emery.
Oh, how do I pronounce this name again? How do I pronounce his name again? I gotta look it up. I gotta look up his character sheet again. Jesus.
Takata.
Excellent. Excellent, if it's him. You remember that?
No, my name is Thexelim.
I was right. He is alive! And he's fine! Excellent. So you work for our my patron, I'm assuming she's not
Yes.
your patron, considering you seem to be maybe the same kind of thing?
He shrugs, sort of looks thoughtful for a moment, says, patron would be an accurate description as well for me.
Oh, well, I didn't know Faye patroned other Faye. Is
You
she?
could say she took me in when I was feeling lost.
It's very nice. What's her name? I've been trying to get her to give me not give me, but it's a bit. It's weird trying to talk about her with people when you don't. It's weird talking about a person when you don't know their name. You know.
Go ahead and roll persuasion.
I'm good at that. Hey, 20 charisma. Don't fail me now. That's a 19.
Wow. Okay. He shrugs, looks around, decides that there's nobody else around, says, "Oh, Our Lady Vernestra holds you in rather high esteem."
Oh, that's good. That's excellent. Excellent. Lady Baronet, pretty name. If she wouldn't be mad at you for telling me, tell her I said it's a very beautiful name, and it's a shame that she didn't tell me sooner. So you seem to know things. I'm curious. So, do you know why she's got me on, like, the little job she's got me on, right? I'm looking for my brother because my brother knows her brother and she's trying to find her brother. It's a whole big game of weird I almost said telephone. Whole weird game of sending stone.
Ah, yes. So her brother's been a bit lost for, in our time, several hundred years. And, well, she just wants him to be safe.
Well, I understand that. My brother's been missing for, like 6 years for me. That's a long time for, us over here.
Yes, I'm aware of the time differences for you mortals.
Well, if, I don't have much in the way of I've got some bit of a lead. They apparently were in Redwater. Where they've gone now, I don't know. Next time I see his mom, maybe she'll have an update. I think she'd left to go check in on him. I don't know where she'd gone.
You see him look off in a distance, off towards the west. Sort of got on a dazed, glazed look. Our Lady thanks you for your patronage. I'm afraid I must be going now. If you have any further questions, you get one more before I depart.
I wish I was confident as Emery. Yeah. When you get off shift.
He smirks. This swirling pattern of leaves just forms around him, and he just vanishes. And it just leaves a small pile of leaves there.
I'll take that as a no. Worth a shot.
Hans, you're beating away at things in the basement, and it started off well, and then it went downhill from there. How's that going?
Silence.
Oh wait, I'm muted. Wait, now I lost my stream of thought. Wait, hold on. Every fucking time. I don't know. I guess I'm taking out a bit. I'm stealing 1 bar of iron. Making the first bear trap works perfectly well. Second bear trap works perfectly well. Now he's getting cocky. He's making a giant bear trap.
You think you can shine?
Harder big than he should. The spring. He forgets that the square cube law is a thing. 1 piece of metal breaks another piece of metal. Spring goes up, and he's lost the tiniest tip of his little left pinky finger.
Oh!
Whoops.
Oh gosh! Yeah.
Puts a thing on it. Oh well, continues working.
No, trying to find something to heal him.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
That's a bleeder. The tip of the finger. Just gonna say that.
Yeah.
yeah, but he's currently under, he has the shock of, so he just works for a bit, wait, I'm dripping blood. Casts cube wounds on it.
Hang on.
After this, he has lost enough blood that he's looking completely white in the face, so he is up to get some food.
Yeah. Okay.
Although, anyone near, because this is a giant fucking spring that snaps together a piece of metal. Yeah. That's probably heard through the house. And also he's yelling. For a second.
Yeah.
Just gonna run downstairs like, everything okay?
Yes, only lost a piece of my finger. So don't worry.
Okay. What do you mean you lost a piece of your finger?
Well, sometimes you put something somewhere and then you lose it. Actually, it's over there on the ground.
Oh.
Picks it up this is funny. And puts it in its component pouch.
Oh, please. Oh.
I'm going up to get something to food. I've lost a bit of blood. You just see a bottle of blood under the end.
I'm assuming this is happening when the other two are not in town.
Who knows?
The best part about this is the group took Mintley with them.
Yep.
So there's nobody cleaning the house unless y'all are.
Keep things somewhat can clean. He's not.
Yeah, just squatters.
Yeah, Nico, when he's around, would also be, trying to keep the place.
Yeah. Nico
Nice,
and Emery
because-
are-
Shadow is fairly.
Is Nico around?
When he's
That's
not
weird.
out on a job.
Alright.
Nico's gone for several days at a time. Nico doesn't really tell anybody where he's going. He just vanishes, comes back a couple of days later, smelling fishy.
Smelling fishy.
He is a cat.
Nico, go ahead and roll me 2d100, please.
Okie dokie.
I'm guessing I'm moving. And so we're in the kitchen. That's
Oh, that's good.
74
Oh, it's been so long since we've seen our salt marsh house. Look at it. It's gorgeous.
and 64.
So beautiful.
All right. 74. Oh, that's 138. So Nico comes back with a gold pouch full with 138 gold in it. His salary for the work that he finally found after failing at every other attempt.
Yeah.
Poor Nico.
I relate to that.
Yeah.
And then we have our lovely Shadow.
Who at some point at some point in the middle of this week has come back with with some heaping sacks of gold.
Same time as Nico comes home. Like Nico all proud with his bit of gold and Shadow.
Each of them in turn gonna everyone walk over and be like walk over, put an arm around. It's like, oh, honey, you're home. You brought all the money. Both times. Just playing up the playing it up.
Oh, the wealth of ill.
How's work?
Well, speaking of that, actually, and pulls out the spell scroll. You know our neighbor Kaladek?
Yeah.
He's
Isn't that such an annoying bird?
Gotta say the
yes, he's
uptight bird with a pole up his cloaca.
Well, I got this off of him.
Oh, that's interesting. What is it?
Piece of paper, it
It's an
seems.
incredibly powerful and dangerous spell.
Oh?
And
What?
he just had it on his person while walking around in Redwater.
Who knew? He can't be
That's
sympathetic.
strange. What
So-
spell is it?
I believe the name of it is Dark Star. If I read it correctly. It's
Dark Star.
Other question. Why do you have the scroll now?
because I stole it off of him.
It's like, I think that part was implied, Monkey.
Alright. Well, better hope he doesn't have a second scroll and find out that you stole his first.
Well, honestly, with a fellow like that, I wouldn't be surprised if he knows it's someone who's stolen off of this person. But he has no idea who did it.
There you
That's
go.
good.
Getting
Yep.
the old, use that shape-shifting thing, right?
Callie, hello! B-Team is back on wait for
My
C-Team show up.
question is,
Yes!
if he
Need
just has
CT.
this on this person, when he's walking around town, what does he have in the house?
In the oh,
Tower.
that's a good
Stink.
point. Hmm.
mean, Wizards aren't really the types to normally just carry all of their best stuff on them when they're going out of the house to pick something up.
No, pack rats usually.
Right. It's quite the thought.
Hmm.
Imagine magical item. Anyways, food for later thought.
Certainly is.
Mm-hmm.
I've got 2 massive sacks of gold here that are just dying to be spent on something. So, who wants to go have some fun?
Yes. What are we doing? Drinking? Going to find our favorite little fiendish mixes? What are we doing?
That's a good question. Let's take two of them.
Both.
Anybody want to go drinking?
Sure, yeah. I
Stop
could use
in.
a drink.
Where the evening takes us.
What about you, monkey?
Oh, I'll drink
People
just water.
watching?
Last time I drank, I got kicked out of the town. Actually,
Mm.
what was left of the town?
Well, that's why you leave the flamethrower at home, darling. You don't bring that with you
Nope.
if you're planning to go drinking.
Charlene is coming with me. Oh wait, Charlene was already. I don't know why Charlene was the first name I came up, but it's the same
There are two
thing.
Charlene's.
Yeah, sure, there are two Charlene's. Fuck it.
Charlene 2? Charlene 1 and Charlene 2.
They don't know that yet. That's gonna be fun.
One
Guys,
is significantly more aggressive than the other.
Charlene
One's
is
up
on.
They're actually siblings.
It was actually Hans that made the first Charlene.
Somehow.
Oh, that would be funny. That would be funny.
That would have interesting implications.
How that happened, no one knows.
What was the name of the possessed murder car from that movie from the what was it, the 90s or something?
Kirby?
I
Herbie?
don't think Herbie kills people.
Kirby the Love
No.
Yes.
We should all
Yeah, it's
talk
like
about
it's like
the way
it
Hans
might
was
still come on like
remembered.
AMC.
Oh,
I don't know.
maybe
Uh,
someday, Kelly. Maybe someday.
God damn, it's gonna take me forever to.
Alright, hang on. How would I do this?
Christine? That's something.
Christine. Yeah.
How was it?
No, it was Herbie. Herbie is the living
Yeah, no.
VW bug.
Yeah,
but-
No, it's
there's
not a bug.
horror film.
It's a horror film about
There's another one.
a classic car.
Hold on, I found a picture of it.
Kirby is the love bug are like wholesome racing.
That's that blue
movies.
one. That's Christine, I think.
And then Christine
Oh,
is
no,
like
that's
a
not
murder car.
Christine's red.
There
Oh
might be
my.
another one.
How many murder cars are there?
How many
Oh, wow.
things with sentient possessed cars are there?
Kelly
Christine
is
a
screaming.
Plymouth.
Kelly is screaming. Christine from Stephen King.
Oh, God.
Stephen King. There might be multiple versions, Isaac. There might be a black version and a red
Oh,
version.
found it, yeah. There.
Oh,
Yep,
God.
Perhaps the most famous killer kind. How there are multiple apparently. It's a whole genre. Killer
Yeah.
car.
1980.
Wait, what are we doing?
Drinking.
We shall stay.
Aw.
Trying to convince.
Day drinking.
Peter, thank you for the
Yes,
28
day drinking
months.
and trying to convince.
That is so long. Thank you.
I don't want to say monkey.
Hans.
Hans to not bring their flamethrower with them.
That's
Only
what's
I'm allowed
happening.
to call him Monkey. That's my pet name.
Hans.
Yes, so
In 1958, Plymouth Fury.
and talking about cars apparently.
Murder cars.
Anyways.
Yeah.
So the question is, let's see, how many? So we've been here a little bit. We know about the inn on this side. We know about the tavern on the other side. Are there any other inns/taverns in Saltmarsh that we know of, or is
Yeah,
it just those
there's
two?
three. There's three. There's the fishy one by the port.
Ah. It's like, so which one do we want to go to? So there's the one over there, and that one the guards usually frequent, but it's nicer. Then there are the two on the other side, the kind of slightly run down one that kind of is a bit, but the guards don't frequent. And there's one that smells very strongly of fish, which I'm okay with.
Obviously.
I've heard good things about the fishy one. Yeah, I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, let's try there.
All right, so we're gonna go to the one by the port, which is somewhere. I don't know if we've been to this one. I'm like, where is this one?
This one doesn't actually have an interior, but yes, it is over here.
Alright, that's fine. You can just pop everyone right outside of it, just for the sake of.
As everyone's
Follow
getting
the
ready,
finger.
Where is
Shadow is going to
I was making a cross.
hide the scroll somewhere in the basement.
There you are. Okay.
I do not see the finger.
Oh, it does have an interior on the bottom floor.
Oh.
It's next to the town hall now, where the market is.
It's not populated, but it exists.
Ah.
It's also quite.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh.
Well, would you look at that? Yeah.
Josh just opened the door.
Oh god. I gotta open up so many tabs because I closed all of my tabs down.
Well, you know.
Not Tomb of Annihilation, no.
Not Tomb of Annihilation, that's not what I need. Why
Flare.
do you have that open?
I can't get inside because it won't lower the roof for some reason.
You have to.
Might
right
need
click
the
on the front.
green little thing on the side.
That's what
Request
I
to
know.
open the door.
No, it's not
Just,
on. Because I lowered.
Is it like
So double right click on the ground outside of it and see if that helps.
Nope. Oh well.
Let me check the stream.
Someone pulled me inside things.
someone fixed
Okay,
me.
now it's going away, but as long as I was outside, like bringing
You
down
gotta
the greeny
You
thing.
gotta zoom in. If you go far enough away, it ceases
Yeah.
to.
Oh right, I forgot about that.
Human. Okay. Wow, I actually need a human. Okay.
Actually,
Oh, we've got. No. it's
the
just
one
this one.
establishment that's run by a human in this town. How exotic.
How exotic.
Nico walks in, and you hear a gruff, familiar voice as a, "Oi, Nico, what brings you to my normal watering hole?" It's your captain from your previous employee.
Oh, hey, yeah, no, just looking for a drink. Oh.
When you meet your boss outside of work. Shit.
how do I talk to you like a normal human being?
Nico, who doesn't know how to talk to anyone like a normal human being.
It's true. It doesn't.
So, Nico, do you want me to share how this whole thing happened?
Yes.
Okay.
If it.
So, Nico spent the first week just like trying to find work and failing horribly to find work.
Oh.
Like the first, like they tried working at the farm, but there like an accident happened and there was some of the barn burned down. It was a big deal. Then they started working up at the library underneath the church, and yeah, they got some books misplaced, and the librarian kicked them out in short order. So they're like, yeah, maybe I'll work at the blacksmith, and ended up smashing their hand with a hammer.
Oh no.
So finally, they're just walking past the harbor dejectively, and this captain's like real outgoing. Is like, "Oh, I need a sailor. You're working for me now." He goes, just shrugs.
That works.
Nico has spent the better part of the second week just out to sea fishing.
Yeah, no, that'll do. Emery's a little jealous. Would love to go out to sea.
So this is the snapping line. It is run by Hannah Wrist,
Hannah Reese.
a young female human.
Right.
She
So
sees you all come in. It's like, you grabbing a table together or separately?
Together, I'd imagine.
oh, yeah, together.
She walks out, drops a jug of water on the table with 4 glasses. Says, "What can I get you?"
Ooh, that's a great question.
That is. Oh, it's your money, Shadow. I say you buy. You pick the first round.
I take water.
Nico looks up at her and just, what's the strongest thing you have?
Oh, yeah, I like the Nico things.
Well, that would be our claw wine. It's a family specialty. It's made from lobster and potatoes.
Huh. Interesting.
Interesting.
Well,
I'll have
try
2.
anything once. We'll take a bottle.
Oh, very good, very good. She goes into the back, comes back out like 2 or 3 minutes later with this bottle that's just black on the outside.
Oh.
Ooh, yeah.
Drops four goblets on the table, and you know, as she's pouring it out, you realize most of the black color was actually coming from the liquid inside.
Oh no.
I will quote from the book, because I'm actually referencing the book for this. To put it mildly, is an acquired taste.
Nico does not care. He is downing the first goblet. Like, that is just... Yep.
God damn, Nico.
Look, he's had a
All
tough time.
Go ahead and give me that Constitution saving throw.
Yeah. Oh,
Anybody who smells it realizes it smells vaguely like the scent that Nico did when he first walked in the door.
oh, I think he's fine. 18.
Yeah. And he goes, this kind of tastes like, you know, the stuff that they were drinking on the ship, so, you know, you're good with it.
Yeah.
It's fucking grog, let's go.
Yeah. Shadow does a bit of like a swirl, one sniff, and then
OBA.
sip some of it.
Okay.
Shadow's taking their time a little bit more.
And anybody who's drinking it for the first time, please give me that Constitution saving throw. Just to see if you can keep it down.
That is... Don't coffee myself. No, I don't.
21.
17.
All right.
Does Hans?
Hans.
I don't think
He takes his goblet while in probably the least coordinated stealth action ever, like holds it under the table, casts purified food and drink on it, and then drinks it.
This is now water.
Okay. I have to look at the exact wording for this to figure out exactly what's going to happen.
I have turned wine to water.
I mean, it's
That's
rendered
why-
free from poison and disease, so you
All non-magical food and drink within a 5-foot radius sphere
Oh no!
Oh shit!
rendered free of poison and disease.
Oh, Nico's gonna be real happy he downed his.
No, wait.
Right through chugging this, it just suddenly loses all of its bite. Nico.
Reverse Jesus his way around the bar.
Okay, so it doesn't extend across the entirety of the table, right?
Yeah. So it should be
It's
centered
5
on.
foot.
So Embry is probably
Luckily,
the only one
Nico's
that
on
gets.
the other side.
Embry is the
So
only one
it
that also
only
gets.
gets to barely halfway across the table.
Well, no. So the sphere, because he said he put it under the table. So the sphere
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm
would
holding
start
it
right there.
to the right of me, like not directly under it. Like how do I explain? Hold on, let me put the sphere.
Like below
Okay,
eye
so-
line of the table, but in sight, basically.
Yeah.
Here, right here.
Yeah. So Shadow's
As-
mug would get hit.
Yep.
And possibly Emery's.
So in the middle of sipping it, it's what?
Just drinks is like.
We just had
It's
just
Nico reaches for the bottle.
It's just
to
not a
pour
drink. It's
another.
just pure fucking water. And he looks into it, and they're like, "This is just water."
Does the look change at all?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just water now.
No, now
Pours a little bit
all
onto the table.
all the bite is
Sniff.
gone. So like the alcohol is gone because alcohol's a poison.
Yeah.
But now, so like it just tastes like fish water.
What just happened?
I don't know. That's not alcohol. Thank God.
Grabs the bottle, takes a sniff. Is the bottle fine?
Where
Well,
did
the bottle's fine. It was sitting on the other end of the table.
Huh?
maybe it is a downing liquor. Maybe it like loses all its
It
bite.
takes a drink, a sip from straight from the bottle.
No.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
What? It doesn't make sense. Yeah, I've heard of weirder shit that exists. Hi, I'm a glowing fish man.
No, but someone did something.
Hannah takes the mug from Shadows, looking at it. Oh, that is weird.
Right? Looks at Nico's cup, well, it's just empty, and is like, oh, well, that's
That doesn't help.
Mine seemed fine. I don't know.
Huh.
literally in the middle of drinking. Its mind just lost all of it. All alcohol seems to be gone.
Doesn't appear to like you.
I don't think that's
Oh,
how it
well.
works.
Dumps out the water onto and then refills it.
Are you sure there's an alcohol in there? Yeah, I'm
Mm.
quite drunk.
Shut up.
Oh, sorry.
She pulls a rag out of her belt and throws it at Shadow.
Crap catches it. My apologies.
I
I
could've
was a little
just-
bit frustrated there. For some reason, I thought I pressed digitation. Don't.
For some reason, I thought I could just make it go away, and I can't.
Awkward. I have control flames. That helps, I guess.
I light it on fire!
Wait, it's my thing.
That would work if it was still alcohol, which it's not.
Oh.
Oddly enough, control flame does not create fire.
No, it does not.
Yep.
Nope.
I could
Nope.
make a bonfire for you.
You need a
Nick.
source.
Yeah, then Shadow goes back to drinking.
Nico will
So,
pour himself another.
Nico, you're drinking pretty heavily right off the bat. Are you alright?
Yep. Fine. Yep.
Based off of how little Shadow has heard Nico speak, that's probably hard to see, to be insight on, honestly. Like,
So she comes back with a second bottle. She says, "It's on the house for the weirdness that just happened."
Oh, thank you.
Boy.
What do we owe you?
Oh, you can find like a tab when you're done.
You have
Fair
just
enough.
become my favorite person in this town.
Really? More so than Miss Sendro?
If Miss Sandros offers me free alcohol, she'll be my favorite. For now, I'll stick to, what's your name, actually?
Well,
Hannah, I think.
Did you ask what her name is?
Yes. Because, yeah.
She calls over and says, "My name's Hannah."
Wonderful. For now, I'll stick with Hannah.
But yes, so we know what Shadow was up to, pickpocketing annoying wizards. And that gentleman over there seemed to recognize you, Nico, so what happened on that ship that made you want to drink so much?
Oh, that. Not really. The ship just. I had a few. Look, I'm just trying to earn some honest money here, and searching not gone well. But life at sea is not bad, honestly. Did kind of enjoy that.
Bit jealous, honestly. You probably would have if I know you were going out to sea for it, but I might have come with you, of course. One of us has to stay here in case, well, I need to stay back in case, brother shows up. Be a shame if I was away, right when he comes back, then he leaves again.
true.
Indeed. And, well, it was a very out of the blue thing that happened. I didn't really have a lot of warning myself.
That's the best kind, isn't it?
Indeed.
So, not to be a bother, but you said Hana's your new favorite person just because they gave us a free bottle of alcohol. Well, I brought all this money in order to pay for it, so what does that mean?
Oh.
You know, I get to be a part of your favorite people.
Okay, so, yeah, okay. You're my favorite. Hannah's a close second, because you are also, yep. And I kind of know you a bit better than, well, the person I just met a minute ago.
I think Shadow's pretty high on all of our lists.
Here's to be part of the favorite people. And pounds the rest of their drink and starts pouring another.
Here. Put that one back there. Since you've been on this side of the town, has that dear girl, Pencha, shown back up yet? Last time I went past the shop, she was gone.
Who is Emery asking?
Nico, since you were over on the side of the town.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't. I've literally just been here at the docks, and then I haven't seen Pencha. But that doesn't really mean anything.
That's true. She doesn't seem to be as much of an out and about sort. I guess my brother kind of gets, no. He did enjoy being out and about quite a bit. Well, sort of depended. He could be a bit recluse too. I guess he probably gets that from her. But alright. After this, what shall we do? What shall we do? I hardly think trying to rob. If we go that route. a tower of a wizard is a good idea after having some drinks. I'd rather not piss off a wizard while I'm inebriated. Tends not to go over well.
Be kind of funny.
Would be kind of funny.
That it would be.
It would be, yes.
It's funny until the wizard's little golem friend decides he would rather smack us across the river.
Yeah, there's
That's a little
that.
bit funny. I bet you get a good view from up there.
Probably would.
I mean, the golem's probably going to be a problem, regardless, in that sense.
Almost definitely having one devil of a time trying to figure out how to circumvent that piece of crap.
Wait, what was this golem made out of again?
It kind of comes right out of the wall, so stone, I think.
Ah, that's about it.
I imagine
You can
stone.
melt metal, but stone is a bit harder.
Like, you have to
Yeah.
crack stone. It's a bit hard to crack metal. Oh! And I had a breakthrough with that mysterious lady, the one I showed you the message from.
Oh.
Yes, tried to finally, I think, figure out how to open a connection. And someone came through. Not her, though. A different, a man, actually. Some sort of very fancy elven man. I don't think I've ever seen that sort of an elf before.
Good looking.
Very, very fit, and not wearing a lot. So I don't know if... I tend to think so. I don't know if that's a thing for Fae to not wear a lot of clothing, and if it is, goodness, if the person that Soul must be running around with right now, that is hilarious.
Is this like Hans the Antichrist? I mean, definitely in the literal sense.
I'm glad that made Petey laugh.
Beautiful.
Hans is here to the table. God damn it, Hans. Wrong character.
Some dwarves here, though.
Some dwarf is randomly carving things into a table. I finally did get her name. So maybe if any of you know anything about some of this stuff, it'd be fun. I know her name now. For lovely little Miss Varanestra, apparently. And Mr. Studley Elf was apparently named Thexelin, which is also an interesting name.
Indeed.
Ernestra.
Mm-hmm. Such a pretty name. I don't know why.
Purely based off of the fact that my character can read Sylvan.
It is
Can I make
technically a
a-
fae.
Yeah, can I make a check to see if I would recognize Varanestra in any capacity?
Go ahead and make either a history or a religion, depending on how you want to approach it.
I think either is the same. History. Doesn't really. 16.
16. Okay. You reach back through your memories and you remember hearing about the Fae hierarchy and, well, the supposed Fae hierarchy. And Lady Varanestra was the daughter of the leader of the Fae, and last known intel on her was that she was leading the summer court.
Interesting. So you have a direct connection to, well, leader of the summer court, Faye.
What does that mean?
He's a big deal.
Oh, how big of a deal? When you say leader of the summer court, queen? Princess, Duchess. What is priestess? You know, the court, it could be
No,
religious.
Titania's queen of Bay.
Oh,
Veronesha's your daughter.
princess then. Fun! Ooh!
Yeah, but a princess with a position that actually has a lot of sway.
Ooh. Oh. Well, that would mean my brother is dating her brother. So my brother
What?
is dating a godling and a prince.
Please tell me that was in character.
Yes.
I think the fish is ultimately trying too much.
I need a drink.
I think you already have one.
I think you already have one there, Shadow. Right, you weren't here.
I need to drink more as they down another glass. Is what they're getting at.
I'm not sober enough for this conversation. Or wait, I'm too sober for this conversation. Other way around.
Nico will at
Right.
this point stand up with his glass that he's just sipping fairly constantly, but not directly downing, and he'll just walk around the inn a bit just to... I need to stretch my legs.
So Ketchup's like, yeah,
Feeling a bit
apparently.
restless.
So you remember Shula and how she's friends with my brother and they live in that house, right?
Mm-hmm.
But one of the people who lives in that house is a person that my brother is dating, this little boy named Zell, I suppose, I think was what they said the name was. And my patron, this Veronestra, who's apparently a princess, that's her brother.
Oh, my brain failed. Wait, no. The dice. My bad. I didn't misread the dice. The dice moved since the last time I touched it. Right. Continue.
well, basically where she ends, like, where he would end was, yeah, that little Zell boy that my brother's apparently dating, that's her brother. So, he's also some kind of fae thing. Possibly very strong. And Pentra sort of implied that he was some sort of little godling type thing, so... We're kind of staying in the house of a god? So don't break the furniture much.
Yeah.
Eh?
Don't break anything you can't fix.
Eh?
Monkey, did you break something?
I'll fix it. I know how to.
Alright.
Nope. You think stealing metal is
So,
bad?
Depends on who you're stealing, I guess.
We'll see. At least it's a fine way to go out.
Oh no. So, Nico, you're walking around. There's not a lot of people in here, mostly, because it's the middle of the day, and most people do their sailing during the day. Most of the people, just grumbling about, work and it's getting worse out there. More ships are getting hit by pirates and such.
Yep.
But nothing particularly juicy tends to happen in this bar.
I do wonder, completely out of character, at what point Veronestra is gonna just tell everyone to shut the fuck up about who he's telling shit.
Right.
He's not gonna blab to everyone, but He's not 12/7. He's not 12/7. He's not telling every single person.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Shadow's gonna look to Nico as they're walking around and says to come back closer to the table and be like, seriously, what's up with you? You're so restless. Do you need help relaxing?
No, I'm fine. Oh,
Sure.
sit back down.
I can give one hell of a massage.
I was about to say the same thing.
Sure, go for it. Who am I to
Might
say
need
no to a relaxing time?
Sleight of hand checks for both Shadow and Hans.
Slight hint for Hans.
Because
Oh.
I'm making a card house.
True.
Also, I missed what Shadow was going to be doing.
So Shadow is going to walk Nico back over to a stool and get their cloak off of their shoulders. Try and get them down to at least just one piece of
We're kidding.
cloak, just a shirt at the very least. Can't be trying to massage them with shoulders and back through multiple layers of clothes.
Massage time. Some good old deep pressure therapy.
Now let's see what is here. What do I need to roll for this?
That would probably be a medicine and sleight of hand check.
Okay.
And you'll notice
Add them
that
together, DC 30.
Okay.
you'll notice that Nico is absolutely fine dressing down, but he keeps the cloak very close to him after taking it off.
Oh, that was pretty easy. 2 15s on the die, so for a total of 42.
Shadow does in fact give amazing massages. Was not lying.
Their medical knowledge, not necessarily great, but those hands.
Magical hands.
Pickpocketing hands would be good at other things too.
Yep.
I've pickpocketed your stress.
I pickpocketed your strip. I'm taking it right away.
Oh god,
Already.
I have it. No.
Starts at the back of the neck, working out the muscles right around right next to the spine, works their way down to the to base of the neck, to the shoulders,
Nico
and
will
deeper
slowly
into
just
the back.
visibly relax.
Melt. It becomes puddle.
You were not lying. This is actually really nice.
See, told you.
Those hands.
Shadow's good
indeed.
with his hands. I could have told you that.
Oh,
True,
very.
true.
Yeah. Good hands.
Hannah walks over, very not stealthily. Just walks up behind Shadow and says, "Now, if you're going to start charging for that, I'm afraid I'm going to need to take a cut."
You can get a cut of something, but well, no charging between.
Go ahead and roll that persuasion check.
Getting out of something.
22.
What is this party? B-Team is just us romancing the entirety of Saltmarsh. It's like two of us just flirting with half of Saltmarsh.
I thought that was a threat.
No, it would have been a threat if he failed the check.
There is a
she, like,
waggly
goes
eyebrow
down.
in there somewhere. But yeah, it's a
Looking up
22.
and down. It's like, well, any other day, I'd be too busy. But if you're offering,
Have a
It's fucking great.
Everyone's just
fucking
walking.
great.
Wait, how
Don't
long?
even have a bard.
We don't need one. Bard.
excuse.
Oh yeah, you are a bard, aren't you? Technically.
Is a bard.
Shadow is everything.
Is a rogue bard
Shadow's what-
sorcerer.
Shadow is whatever you want him to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Henry wishes he had that ability. Well, if you're going to be entertained here, once I'm finished with this, I might go ahead and walk on down to see if our resident little fiend friend has gotten back home from checking on our, well, my dear sweet brother. Yours if you haven't met him yet.
Hey.
Mouse is attacking Isaac.
No.
Oh,
Wolf initiative.
brother.
Attacking each other.
You have family here in town.
Oh, I don't currently. They're out of town. You've probably seen him around. We don't look anything alike. Adopted. The tiefling fellow, shorter than me. About yay high, curly hair, big old gray horns, tail, little plump at the end, blue eyes.
Oh. So most of the tieflings here in town work for that, How does
Zendros,
she
yes.
feel about Zendros? He sort of scornfully says Zendros character, and yes, you're right. That one does stand out a bit.
Yeah, his mother works at the Feather Curios down the way.
Oh, that's news to me.
Yeah, he's I think they live at the tower house across the way, across from the wizard's tower, Caladag.
Ah, it's that group then.
Oh, do tell.
Oh, they have gotten into all sorts of trouble.
My brother, really, Mr. Little Goody Two Shoes. I want to know everything. Give it now.
I'm sorry, dear, but a lady doesn't tell.
Oh, poo.
Perhaps you'll have to come back later and loosen my tongue a bit.
You did get one new piece of information that I'm sure there's other people who's going to be interested in knowing. So one tidbit you could surely know. Tit for tat.
Pardon me while the train goes by.
Pardon me.
Your pardon.
Well, the woo goes woo.
Choo choo. I like trains. Meow.
Well, Thomas makes peace with the world and screams.
Sure.
Oh, what should she share with them?
What does she know? That's the question. See, here's the thing. Now I get the insight on what the gossip is, because they've never been in here. So whatever she's learned has been from neighborhood gossip.
Yeah.
Town gossip. This is going to be fun.
That's definitely what she's going to share. Yeah. So she says, "Oh, so there was if I'm going to share anything, don't worry, it's only good news. There was an incident up there at the mines. Some ooze got loose, and they had a difficult time dealing with it, and your brother, oh, the poor soul, you know, it got a hold of him and burned him pretty badly."
Mm.
Poor dear.
Ooze. Lose.
Ooze. An ooze. Have I ever heard of an
Everybody has PTSD from the ooze battle.
the ooze? Not the ooze. Like, Well, the fact that I haven't heard him. Well, it's good that apparently he's been making. Wait, you said he fought? That boy has certainly turned over one hell of a leaf, I'll tell you. When I knew him, right? We've been separated for ages. I've been looking for him for years. I assumed the worst. But to be honest, he was a little. Goodness. Boy was a performer, you know. Could play the lyre, would sing, we would dance for entertainment.
Oh, the
Boy,
boy can dance, you say?
Boy can certainly dance. I taught him everything he knows. And boy can dance, can play the lyre, and you know, a good few people thought he had a pretty good singing voice, I'd say. Very
dare say, I've lost my Scottish accent, which would you know? I dare say I'm going to have to send for the boy.
Oh, if you do, I would love it. I haven't seen that in ages. I'll tell you, it almost made me a bit jealous. I'd always have to fight people off of the poor thing. We were both just boys, but when he bloomed, I'll tell you, he bloomed. I don't think a lot of people realize how old he actually was.
Oh dear. Oh dear, the implications.
Every dancing Greta, make it completely avoiding the whole "hey, we were slaves" part of that whole equation. Make it sound a lot more like nice than it was too. Yeah.
This is fine.
This is fine. It's like, but he hasn't, certainly. The idea that he started fighting. That's bizarre to me.
Oh,
Boy,
yes. He's very good at it, from what we hear.
that is absolutely hilarious, considering.
Oh, I'll give you this one more for free.
Mm-hmm.
Don't upset that boy toy of his.
Don't upset the boy toy. Oh, the little godling child.
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry, what?
Please move, fish. Please move.
He's like, no, it's not public information. Got it. It's like, the little, the fairy boy.
A fairy? You mean, like, of the face sort?
Well, yes, little has wings.
Oh, well, we thought he was just an odd halfling.
Yep.
Well, well, I hope I didn't just ruin any secrets. I'd assumed that someone would have told me if that was supposed to be a secret.
She pulls out a notebook out of her back pocket to jot notes down.
Jot notes. It's like, why not? Well, obviously, upsetting Kate would be a bad thing, I imagine. I'd rather not make a poor impression. But why? Specifically? Is that of note? To not upset him specifically?
Oh, so he's a bit of a glass cannon. You know, he looks really soft and sweet, but he'll punch a hole right through you.
You know, that doesn't surprise me, actually, considering. You
I'm
don't
sucked into YouTube video.
think he's any danger to
What video? And also, hello, Exa, how you doing?
my brother?
She chuckles and says, "Oh, no, dear. From what I hear, If anything, he's just a danger to anyone who's a danger to your brother.
Like, oh. Well, you know, fair enough. Could have used him a few years back.
Yes, there was this vampire incident that turned out absolutely delightful because of them.
What?
What exactly does that mean?
Well, it seems that your brother was captured by a vampire, and, well, he had her way with him for a couple of days before they managed to dig him out.
Oh no! Oh, that sounds real bad.
Right.
It's... I'm trying to imagine what this man looks like when he pales. Oh, maybe get that sort of like blanch. It's like,
Well, clearly they took care of the vampire since they're all, alive and well. So it turned out fine, yeah?
Oh yes, from what I hear, she's been trapped in a sphere of force down in her lair for quite a while now.
oh good, we haven't told me. No one told them that the vampire escaped. Good, good, good.
No.
Well, that's good. I suppose that explains the protections on the house.
Well,
Well,
I
supposed to-
have protections unless you're protecting from something, though.
could have been put up before the vampire was dealt with.
True.
Also could have been put up because if the one is that intent on protecting the other, then put protections on the house, I suppose.
You have to be a specific.
If I knew how to do such magic to put a protection on a house, I probably would.
Not fortunes. Boy,
Even if I didn't
black
need
may
to.
call it so
Seems
well.
like a good idea.
No, that
Sure.
sounds worrying. Yeah, I can imagine. It's wild. Oh, jeez.
But so, if you're the local, who would you say, if it's not yourself, of course, would be the person to go to for all of the newest? Who would be the knower of all the gossip? Because I very much enjoy this sort of stuff. It's a wonderful way to get to know where you are.
Well, my dear, you see, I only hear what's overheard. See, mostly I just get to say that in here. But that's Zendrov's character. She employs a good 20, 30 minions here in town. I'm sure she's got some juicy stuff that she knows.
Oh. She knows, she certainly does. We've gotten some out of her, but it's always fun to hear what everyone else thinks, right?
Oh, well, you've gotten information out of Secret of Zendros? Please. Oh, it'd be worth another bottle to me to hear anything you've got
Let's
to
see.
say.
All right. Well, it depends on what you want to know. It's hard to say what you would or wouldn't know.
Well, just spitball anything. The bottle's yours nonetheless.
Let's see. What does he know? What did Zendros say? Oh,
And now you got to think about that separation. What do you know because of Soul and Zell, and what do you know because of Every?
oh yeah. I know. I know. That's not the hard part. I'm more trying to remember like what has Zendros told him specifically. Let's see. He's been avoiding saying Pincher's a succubus. So he's not going to mention that, but he knows that. I don't think he doesn't know that Soul's, her part Archfey. Pretty sure that hasn't been specified. What does he know? Let's see. Well, I do know that group of people, because they've been out of town for quite a long time at this point, I wager. A part of their adventure has taken them right through the Feywild.
She literally, mouth opens and closes. Opens, closes. Says,
Great fish, you broke her.
Hmm.
Look at this.
so, what are they doing here?
Fuck if I know. Me and him are from Redwater. The fairies probably from the Feywild. They said they were with a girl called Era. Because he doesn't know that that's the same as Windchime yet. And there's the robot fellow. I don't know where he's from.
What?
Robot fella, I know. I recognize that thing anywhere. There's a big old hunk of metal. Shakes the road every time it walks past.
From what she said, it wasn't intentional that they wound up in there either.
Yes, but considering they're planar travelers at this point, what makes them stay here? She pulls up a stool and sits down with y'all.
it's theory crafting time. Like, let's go. Shrugs.
Probably nice to have a place to call home, I guess,
True.
for everyone.
By the way, Shadow has not stopped with Nico this entire time.
Nico is slowly looking more and more blissed out, just completely relaxed. It's starting to droop across the table. Just
Puddle up.
You hear pops and cracks every so often as not working the joints.
Shadow's had to grab a stool from another table because they're just working their way down Nico's back.
Well, if I had to guess from my brothers, he's a sort of not a private sort, but he doesn't like big crowds or a lot of attention, really. Probably liked the smaller nature of this area. The others, I have no idea. Never met any of them. Oh no, I met Shula. I met the Genasi.
Genasi?
Yes.
Let's see.
Shula's popped out.
Ah, yes. That's a lovely one too. Quite a fine sort. An interesting group.
Imagine they stick out around here. Looks like it's mostly dwarves and humans and tieflings.
Indeed. They are a bit of an eclectic group. They don't come in here, sadly. Everything I've heard has been secondhand or just what I've seen standing out front.
That'll be a shame. And when he comes back, I'll have to drag him in here, because you are certainly a joy to have a conversation with.
Oh, I do look forward to it. To meet the town heroes.
Town heroes, my brother. He'd be so happy about that. Little him would have been so happy about that.
Oh, boy's not so little now.
So I've heard.
Aye, hearing is one thing. Seeing is believing.
If he's somehow gotten taller than me, I'm going to be quite upset.
Unlikely.
As the 6'5" fish. Like, well.
And what have you? And what did this? She's looking at Hans, just still carving Hans was here into the table. What are you here? How did you all come together?
Well,
On my feet, usually. Haven't gotten horse yet.
well,
Continues
outside
to
of Circle Jerk, they came together by traveling here together. These three all arrived in time. And were trying to find Emery's brother Solus that you were talking. I just so happened to show up shortly after the fact. Of course, I had a different appearance upon my arrival. It takes a moment to shift into the form of Shula and shift back. And that was mighty confusing for them a little bit. For
Yeah,
sure.
she reacted to the shapeshifter. To the changeling.
she just rolled an 18 on her wisdom saving throw. She is completely okay with this.
So look, at this point, half this town's probably okay with some really weird shit.
Yep.
Better for it.
Misfit Menagerie, I think, has desensitized them to a lot of bizarre nonsense.
Probably.
You remember, they were the second group of weirdos to show up in this
That's
chapter.
true!
That's true, yeah.
And, after they eventually saw through my ruse, we came to terms with my misdirection. Now we're all staying together in the house.
Mm-hmm. House
Yep.
sitting for dead brother, as it were, now. Though he doesn't really know it. Unless Shula did pass on that message.
Honestly, I think we're staying there illegally, but hey.
We have a key.
Yeah, Shula let us in that time, alright? She gave us the okay.
Yep.
The actual one.
Maybe. He's completely distracted. Finally, having finished the car.
My, that's quite the story.
Yes, it's been a little bit tame since that. Since
Bit. Sort of been just sticking around here, sort of waiting at this point.
went over to Redwater to make some money, came back. Now we're celebrating.
Yeah, you're definitely my
bring, like,
favorite
The
person.
sack.
That's the question. Did Shadow bring the sack of gold?
Brought at least one sack.
She's just staring at the sack, just sitting on the table, like. You say you went over to Redwater just for a little bit to get this. What is it exactly you do? I don't think you make it to. Never mind. She looks at you with that giving the massage. She's like, I know what it is you do.
You're gonna find out pretty soon.
I'll be honest, probably the same thing. It's like you're probably correct. Same thing I did before I actually left Redwater.
There's just one eyebrow just raises looking at the fish boy.
I have a lot of skills. He shrugs. Take your pin at what he meant there. Anyway.
God, this group is such a disaster.
Yeah.
Jeez. Why do you think part of me cannot wait for a couple people from A Team to look at this and go, good lord. Jesus.
Nico grabs his goblet and just downs the whole thing again. Sadly, I do not.
Oh, come now. You have plenty of skills.
The
just
last few
so
weeks
involves
say
murder.
different.
You just had a bad one of it, dear. So everyone hits a dry spot. Spell every now and
What did you even try to do?
I tried some farming, which should have been fine, but apparently I
again. Oof.
took a page out of Hans's book and, well,
Wait,
the
my
library
book?
too, but
Hold on, I don't own a book.
I set something on fire. Well, indirectly, or maybe directly. Anyways, I tried the library, that was a disaster. I tried the blacksmith, that was painful.
I think part of your problem here is you're trying jobs. Two or three of those jobs require a lot of, well, physical ability, and you, as well as myself, Shadow, not exactly built for the to be a muscle.
Say, blacksmith doesn't necessarily seem like it would play to your skills, Nico. I'm surprised you didn't go with something that would actually make use of your bow.
Yeah. Look, I just, any job. I probably should have been more selective, I guess.
At that moment, the captain calls over. They're quite skilled with the bow when it comes to fishing.
See, there you go.
There you go.
Nico
There's at
raises
least
a
one
hand.
compliment
Yeah.
to be made.
Thank you,
Looks over at
Captain.
Emery.
Thanks.
And
Oh,
here's the thing.
excellent.
Let's be honest. Are you going to say that? I'm not going to say that I made all of this money by not playing to my greatest strengths.
Certainly how I made mine.
Right. 'Cause if you want to make money, go for what you're good at. If you want to try and expand on your skill set, then go for something different.
Yeah. I think maybe next time I'll try to utilize the skills I actually have.
There we go.
Yeah.
Now,
Perhaps go back to taking up hunting. Team building exercise. You could take up some hunting, perhaps. I'm sure there's.
If you need, I have a bear trap. One of them cut off the tip of my finger.
It did.
And he pulls out the piece of finger, it still has the
No.
cartridge.
Oh,
not
don't pull that out!
that-
Put it back!
Nico just, like, grimaces slightly. Oh, good for you.
Big old chug of drink.
She looks at you holding the tip of your finger with what's clearly an intact hand, and she's just, the double take look.
Oh,
Don't worry,
magical
it is in fact my finger.
Good old magical
Sort
healing,
of just-
right?
She grabs the now nearly empty bottle and just takes a swig out of it.
You know, maybe I should, work at a bar. I seem to make people drink.
It could be your calling if you ever decide to retire from whatever it is you do.
Arsonist, usually. Doesn't pay well.
No, it probably doesn't.
But it makes much fun.
Good God.
I'm afraid there's not much of a call for an arsonist here in this town.
Yes, I've noticed. That's why the bear traps. She just looks at him with a smile and points at the bear traps. Bring it back.
See, you two. If you ever find it, should probably go back to that job board at some point. Sounds like you're starting to get itchy. To get into the woods and do something. Depending on how far off it is, I could definitely come and assist. Speaking of, does Petra ever come by through here? This ends on her side of the river, as it were.
No, I'm afraid not. Don't really see the lass all that often at all.
Yeah, she doesn't seem to get out much.
From what I'm told, she gets out pretty far. Just not in town.
then we sort of stretches like, I should go pop and see if she's come back from her little trip yet. She went off to go check on them, on that group, and see if they were all right.
Oh dear, that's good. You said she's related to one of them, yes?
Yeah, Soul, the tiefling, my brother. It says that's his biological mother.
My. Yes, a mother should always check up on her little ones. It's very good.
I thought he wasn't so little anymore.
Well, maybe she's just big.
Maybe she's just big.
Haven't seen it.
Hans hasn't met Pensha yet.
I think not, because he stayed back at home and slept.
Oh dear.
True.
Like, if anyone of you wants to come, like, Shadow, I don't know if you wanted to come by the Curios and see if there's anything fun for you to pick up and play with over there with your earnings, but I'm going to head over there, I think, before I get to before it becomes difficult to walk in a straight line.
That's fair. Go ahead and take some with you.
How much?
I've got something I gotta take.
How much am I taking?
1,000.
Hey! So, wait, you had 1,300 left.
I had 1,600.
1,600 left. I thought you gave 700 out. I thought you had 2,000.
I had 2,350.
Right.
I think it was.
Yeah, you gave 700.
And now I
out.
have, and including the money that I had before, I now have 1,665.
Fuck yeah, I've got 1,000 gold at the moment. Alright, let me add that to my thing, just so I know I have it. There we go. You take 1,000 off, I put 1,000 on, here we go. Shit. Well, thank you. If there's anything over there, I'll probably be going over by Zendros. Unless, is that where you're going? Where are you going?
Looks over to Hana.
Right! Well, I will see you over there. If you don't find me at Feather Curios, I'll probably have headed back off towards Zendros to check in and say hello to our favorite little fiend.
I'll see you when I see you.
Either of the rest of you want to come, or did you have other things you wanted to do about town?
I guess I can join. Sure.
I have nothing to do.
All right. Well, it was a pleasure, Hana. If I come across... Oh, we're not saying Hannah, we're just saying Hana. Her name's Hana now. Pleasure. It's a pleasure, Hannah. And if I come up with anything good that I can share, I'll be sure to drop by.
Oh yes, and as always, I will reciprocate indeed.
Sounds good. All right. He'll get up and head out and start heading towards Feather Curios. I'll just port the... Unless something happens along the way, I'll just drop the poke token over there just for the sake of ease.
Nico will just hastily put his cloak on and otherwise just be carrying his clothes. I am lost. Oh wait, there it is.
There it is. It's like, I've spent some lots of been over here. Where is it? What is it? And as they're walking, he is going to sort of...
Actually, as Nico leaves, Shadow's going to call back. We'll finish up with the rest of you later.
Sounds good. Yep. Nico just...
Shadow's just gonna work.
Yep.
Shadow's gonna work his way through the entirety of the party.
Oh god.
He's gonna succeed or Emery has failed. And as they're walking, he's just start talking. Like, so, I do you think, Nico? If we do go and try to ransack that annoying bird's little tower, I can't imagine that he's any more of a pleasant neighbor to the usual inhabitants of that house.
Likely not. I would imagine the reason we are so annoyed by him is because their Kaladek is usually... I mean, the cat is always there. What is up with that?
I don't know. It's a cute cat.
Yeah. But also no. I mean...
Something about the way it stares.
I think... we gotta be
really
careful, clearly. But we might find something interesting.
Because I don't think they know that the cat is a familiar yet.
No.
Well, it's like, well, we can certainly see maybe if anyone knows any. Oh, I should have asked Hannah about Kaladek, which is. Oh well, I can probably ask Rayan if he knows anything about that weirdo.
Yeah.
He certainly seems like someone who might be a closet pervert. I don't know, something about him just seems off.
Yeah.
Once we get up to the thing, he'll just go into the shop, not gonna waste any time, just literally mid-conversation, just gonna head to the shop.
Ignore the stone as you walk past.
Yeah.
No, wait, he did meet Penchik, right? Because he said something on fire in here.
Yeah.
Whoops.
All right, yeah.
Did technically meet Pencha.
You walk in, and the shop's pretty much empty, except for Pencha sitting at her usual desk.
Ah, she's back. I was like, you're back! Wonderful!
Oh dear, it's y'all. What can I do for you?
Well, Ray, I was coming to see if you'd actually gotten back. Rayan said that you'd gone off to check on those dear sweet little children.
How quickly does that look disappear from her face? That look does not disappear from her face. She sort of gets an ashen look on her face for a bit. Says, yes, I did.
That makes me think they're not doing very well.
Oh, it was just a bit of an adventure, is all. Oh dear, they seem to get in a disagreement with, well, my friend, and it didn't go well.
Which one got in a disagreement? All of them got in a disagreement? Which one?
There was a whole lot of disagreement going on there.
Come on. Let's see.
Well, you see,
We could go for a more private setting if you don't want to be talking about this in the shop, of course.
I'm sorry, dear, but I don't really know you well enough to take you into my private setting.
That's fair. I was meant like, not necessarily your private setting, just. If you're fine talking right here, that's also fine. I was more. If you were uncomfortable with talking in this space.
Go ahead and roll persuasion.
I like having a high charisma character. That is 27.
She's like, honestly, it's not that. It's I'm still trying to process exactly what happened myself.
Well, sometimes talking it out helps processing. And if any of it has to do with Soul, I knew him longer than anyone else, at least in this group that you've met. Could help. The others, obviously, I don't know.
There was some arguing going on, and well, my dear friend Damelin abhors violence.
The dragon, right?
Indeed. And well, he got into the middle of it, and some poor choices were made. Let's just say, and honestly, since we got back, he's not been himself.
Poor
He didn't
thing.
eat them, right? You know, big dragon.
I'm pretty sure if Damelin ate them, that would have. I don't think she would be really a skull.
Nah.
She's just staring off at Hans in the back. She's like, didn't you catch something on fire the last time you were playing in here?
Not as far as I remember. Evil tongues would
Roll
propose.
deception.
It's like you have a memory.
I think he doesn't even like remember.
Hans is flop, memory of a goldfish.
Deception is a +2. There's no way he's rolling well on this one. Never ever. Oh, he's rolled a 19, of course, and I'm a mushroom. But I'm a player. How can I even beat a mushroom, huh?
I'm not sure where the mushroom is. Oh,
I think in the tavern. Because there were 2 mushroom people there.
But then do yourself a favor and in the top left corner switch yourself to player.
I am. That's what confuses me.
oh,
I
because
have
you still got it
got-
selected.
No, I have selected Hans. I've moved him over here. I couldn't do it without having it selected.
How did I select a mushroom? How did this happen? Why am
How
I?
did I
Trying to
become
figure
a
that out
mushroom?
too, because he didn't have permission on it. That looks like a bug.
Well, something happened.
Can you still see them?
Why it keep teleporting back? Yeah, I see him. Hold on, maybe I'll switch myself to GM and now you take that away from me. Maybe I'll fix it.
No, like go back to player.
Right, back to player.
Select the mushroom.
I cannot,
Good.
but I can still see them, which is odd.
Okay.
Let me just a test. No, it's me again. Okay,
Okay, really fine.
it was a 19 on deception.
Shrugs. Huh. Could have sworn you did.
Pet your-
Can't
pet your-
blame you. I have a tendency for that.
I'm just gonna let that lie. It's like, let's see. Well, condolences to Damon. I hope he feels better.
Give me a moment.
Sneeze, sneeze, oh my god.
Niece is looking for dog.
Niece is looking for dog. Yay. Where is dog? Dog is here.
Dog's not here. No dog.
No
Dog
dog.
free.
Dog free. Dog on.
Dog is outside.
Dog is being dog.
Yes.
It's like, They all got in a bit of an argument. Wait, they got in an argument with each other. And the Damelin intervened. What?
Yes, it definitely wasn't helped by the robot either. It didn't exactly share with me the circumstances as to how it's got separated from the group before. And yes.
If I may be so bold, what were those circumstances?
Apparently the robot's a traitor.
Explains the fighting.
How? A traitor.
The robot was the one who caused them to go to the Feywild in the first place.
Ah. And based on how those messages went, they weren't terribly keen on being in the Feywild.
No. See, it was not voluntary for some of them.
Right. Spitballing here based on what I've heard from the lovely Tavern Keep Hannah down the way by the port. I'm guessing the little godling, Zell, was displeased with the robotic traitor. She said he was a bit of a... What did she say? Not to piss him off, I believe, was effectively the words.
Well, she'd be right. He was quite pissed off.
Ah. Huh. Well, I suppose it's good my brother has someone like that in his corner. Boy's a bit of a pushover.
He kind of double takes that, Emery.
What?
I'm sorry, dear, but are you sure we're talking about the same person here?
Yes. I mean, I'm sure things have changed a bit. Apparently he can fight now. He couldn't do that when I knew him.
She pulls out the sending stone, just puts it on the table, says, "Perhaps you should have a conversation with him."
Funny story is that he doesn't have the fucking sending stone anymore. It's hilarious. The funny part's like, I probably should. But these things only work for a brief period. Well, he did send a message to him that one time. So he's heard his voice. It's like, I remember how that thing works. It's only a brief thing, and unfortunately I think our conversation is going to be a lot longer than a sending stone can do.
Yeah. The offer's there, and she picks it back up and puts it back in her pocket.
No, and I will certainly take you up on it, but we're in a situation of information first. Also because it's like, oh, I don't know what the fucking situation is. I don't know where they are, where they receive this message. Oh boy. He receives a message in the middle of him trying to console a freaking out Cell. It's like
Zell gets the message.
Exactly, Zell gets the message. He will absolutely.
Hey, I hear you got pissed off at the robot to cause some drama.
What I'm hearing is he's not a pushover, because, well, boys would sort of freak out at any sort of confrontation that happened when I knew him. It's very panicky.
Oh no, dear. There's nobody in that group I'd want to cross. Especially that little bird. She's murdered more things than I can count.
Good to know. Well, at least they can protect themselves. But, so they were at a druid camp? Anything else happen, or was it just the fight and then you left?
Oh, no, we had some lovely time there while they prepared to head north. It's getting colder, in case you hadn't noticed, and you don't seem to be quite dressed for just how cold it gets.
I'll figure something out. You don't need to worry about me. Besides, he probably has picked through Soul's things. It's like some of Soul's clothes. He's always been a fan of the baggier clothing. If I need to, I can steal some of his stuff in the interim until I get my own things prepared.
She looks over the counter's edge and down at your legs, like, I think you're a little tall for this stuff.
Maybe true. I also tend to be a bit better at the cold than he does.
She just smirks at that thought. Just, nonchalantly says, well, I hope he never has to go home.
Well, I hope you mean home is in Redwater.
No, where I'm from.
I would have thought that would have been hot.
What, just because of the way I dress?
No, because it's the Hells, and they're usually portrayed as, hot. Fire.
Oh, that's only some of them there. You should visit sometime. It's a nice vacation spot.
It's a nice... Go to hell! That's the nicest person ever told me to go to hell. You said up north?
Indeed. Well, not from here, but from where they want.
North of Jordan. The mountain!
Yes, you're familiar with it.
I mean, you can see the bloody thing.
Yes.
Never really went up.
You're familiar with it.
Yeah. Never went up that way. Well, yes, we're both from Redwater.
It is a bit of a backdrop to the city, isn't it?
It is. Never really went too far up it myself. The manse was located on the side of it. Well, one of the... Well, not the side of it, but like the ways up. It wasn't the mountain proper, but once, you'd start getting up into the hills right before it.
I get the picture, my dear. But what is it that I can do for you?
Well, I was mostly just coming in for information. Checking in, seeing how everything is, seeing if you needed anything.
Oh, I'm afraid I'm just watching the shop. Poor Vane gets restless when I'm away for too long, and he wanted to get some materials.
Oh, well, shame we missed him then. Could have probably used the exercise as well. Man. Oh! Here's a thing. Has any of them ever mentioned, the little one, the godling, little fairy child boy, Zell? Ever mentioned any family?
I don't think if anybody's actually mentioned to her.
I don't think they did.
Yeah, I don't think they didn't tell her anything about what went on in the
No,
family.
the time where that would have been done was kind of taken up by other conversations, such as the "can I get pregnant" conversation. It was the details of who specifically kidnapped him kind of fell to the wayside because there were like 5 other more pressing conversations.
Oh dear. No, I'm afraid that I'm unfamiliar with Prince Celius's side of the family.
I suppose that's not surprising. I wouldn't imagine you had many dealings with fairies.
She snorts. Yes, absolutely no dealing with the Fae.
I don't even need an insight check, Dad, to know that's a fucking crock of bullshit. Like, not even already knowing things, just the way the snort, like, oh yeah, absolutely no dealings. was like, all right. That. All right, you know, now you got me curious. All right, now you got me curious. Saul's dad doesn't live anywhere in this town. I figured out that much.
That is a correct assessment, yes.
Mhm. And you, I'm guessing, you didn't have the baby because you were a slave as well. So I'm just guessing Daddy Akavanti had him. Does he live in Redwater? What does he do? You know, who is his daddy and what does he do?
Oh, now we're getting into the meat of the problem, aren't we?
Well, you know, you say absolutely no dealings with Faye like that, and you know, color me curious because now I'm interested. Not that I wasn't interested before, but you know.
Just leans in a little bit. You want to know the truth?
I mean, the truth would certainly help me be prepared for whatever crock of shit's about to come through the door when they come home, I suppose. Because the more I learn, the more it seems like that boy's got himself in some real hot, deep water. Since, you know, he got sent away.
She gestures for him to get closer.
Lean in.
And she whispers in his ear. His father is an eldritch god.
that fucker. It's alright. He's like, you're fucking with me, aren't you? That's an insight check.
Let me pull up her character sheet and roll that deception.
That's not good. That's a fucking 4.
Yes! She's got to roll real bad for that.
Yeah, she got to roll real bad. That won it, baby. Let's go.
Nope. She got a 17.
I can't tell if you're bullshitting me or if you're being serious.
But maybe some of us have a thing for tentacles.
Can't really judge you for that. Yeah, I guess I'll get to ask him myself when he finally gets home, so we'll find out. I'm assuming at this point, as he met you, he met his, well, if he didn't, that you told him at some point, if he didn't meet him himself.
Yes, he's quite aware of his parentage.
Good. Anyway, the other topic discussion looks back over to Nico and Hans. Cadillac. Cadillac.
Completely unfazed by the name. Yes, what can I tell you about them?
Kind of. Well, Shadow's not here. Looks at Nico. It's like, so what do we want? Do we want to? So what is he? Did they have problems with him? Because he's kind of a dick.
He is kind of a dick.
All right, so.
Honestly, I can't think of a single person in the town that likes him. But they put up with him because he defends the place from time to time.
Mm.
Mm.
So, would you say that going in there and sudden coughing fit for no reason? Woo! Going in there and nicking something to maybe bring his feathery ass down a peg would be a welcome situation.
She sits there, thinking for a moment. Just, how to put this delicately? It was nice knowing you.
Gotcha.
Understood. Well, if we go that route, might need to be a little more careful.
I would say, if you decide you want to go in there without his knowledge, make sure you keep it that way.
Good to know.
Good to know. Any other updates? Did they say how long they were going to be gone for at this point, or is it still?
I believe they were looking for Anna's sibling.
No, got a sibling?
Indeed. That was the gist of what I was getting. They were going to where Anna went to school to try to find some information on where her sister went.
School in the mountain, huh? I don't imagine Emery knows about the school unless he does know about the school.
I highly doubt he does, unless he was digging into shit.
Not really. Not.
He was in the perfect position to find out information.
Yeah. But he was,
Keep the nose clean, don't get involved.
try to. I mean, he stirred the pot quite a bit while he was there, but.
Yeah, but never anything that was like, get your ass thrown into the pit.
No. No. You would like to stay alive to escape, thank you. Interesting. Well, it's like, shall we wait for Shadow to come by? Because I think Shadow's got more of an idea what's going on. I have no idea what we're looking for. Hint me all of this, and I have no idea what we're even looking for. If we're looking for anything.
I don't know. How long does Shadow work for? Are we going to run the bit that Shadow doesn't come back until like 11, 12 o'clock at night?
What time is it in the day already?
It's like 10, 11.
Oh, we were doing some serious
In the
drinking.
morning?
We were doing some brunch
Yeah.
drinking.
Oh, yeah.
We had
That
brunch.
doesn't surprise me. Hold on. Let me...
Shadow go all day. All night. Pay double.
Oh, boy. So 3 hours later.
Nice. I imagine we're not hanging out in the Feathered Curious for 3 hours. And since I have no idea what they'd even be looking for, and Rain's not there to take contract right now, what, in that time, do we head to Zendros? Where do we want to go in that time?
Honestly, at this point, Nico is just kind of tagging along.
Me too. There's nothing to do. Just kind of,
Yeah, I think one of us. God, did I get a retainer with Zendros? If I didn't, I could get one. I'm sure Shadow wouldn't mind having a retainer for Zendros at this point. So yeah, we'll Head to Zendros, I guess. Look, it's just time to hang it. Come and check in on all of our favorite NPCs. That's all this session is. Just come and say hi to Saltmarsh, see what's going on, check in on all our favorite NPCs. We'll do to Saltmarsh. So, yeah, 3 hours later is probably when we're making our way back to Zendros, is when you meet back up.
Yeah,
Oh, jeez.
Y'all are
Alright.
making your way to the bridge, and Shadow steps out of the inn.
There you are! You went for a while.
There was a lot to do.
Fair enough. So, apparently they got in a tiff with the dragon. Argument. Poor thing.
He did not eat them.
No. Which is a good thing. They're off into the mountains by Redwater. Oh, I will say during those 3 hours while they're walking, Emery would attempt to open the connection and give that update that, hey, don't know specifics, but they were apparently headed up to a school in the mountains near Redwater.
Oh, joy.
Yep.
Alright, roll that Arcana check.
I don't remember where Sandros' shop was.
It's across from the bigger inn.
Yeah.
Or no, not the bigger inn, the like shitty inn. It's like right on the river.
Yeah. So
Okay.
if you go across the bridge
Oh,
and then go
There,
left,
yes. Right.
that is a fuck. It's an 8.
Yeah, you get nothing back.
It's like, that's what I get for trying to do it while I'm walking. I'll have to buckle down in the room later. Do what I did last time. I'll have to wait. Maybe I'll get more information to give her to Zendros somehow. Even though Zendros didn't go. But maybe Zendros learned something from Pension. Is more willing to share. Who knows? They seem to be friends now. Bluster right on in.
You open the door and she's standing at her back bench.
Miss Zendros, hello!
Ah, it's you. What can I do for you?
Oh, just coming to check out what you've got today. If you've... and if we... Or / potentially get a retainer, because I don't remember if we'd done that. I don't think we had. I think they had no money at the time.
She pulls out her book. Oh no, it seems that you have not yet
Well, there
put
we
down
go.
your deposit.
No, there we go. We have what we need for a deposit.
yeah, it's true.
Also, if you had... Yes, that.
Alright. Twice on F. Loot tables. F. Roll. Oh wait, clear this.
How much was the retainer? It was like 75 gold, if I think I remember.
50.
50.
50 gold left.
Roll.
You handed me that 1,000, so I'll
Roll.
give her another 1,000.
Roll. 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 Alright. She pulls out the box of her usual stuff for this week, puts it out on the table. Pulls out a ring, puts it on a nice leather mat. Pulls out a scroll, puts it out on the mat. Pulls out a potion, puts it out on the mat. pulls out a strange cylinder object, puts it on the mat. Pulls out a vial of viscous liquid, puts it on the mat. Pulls out another potion, puts it on the mat. And then from under the table, she pulls out a shield, leans it against the table.
And what are these today?
Oh, my dear. So, these items today are as follows. This is a ring of water walking.
Mm-hmm.
This is an 8th level spell scroll. Oh, she's reading the notes on it. Oh, it does horrible things to creatures that are caught within its effects.
Oh dear.
This is a potion of flying. This is a strange ammunition. They call it an energy cell. It's for... I'm not quite sure what sort of weapons it's used in. This is oil of slipperiness. This is a potion of healing. And that is a sentinel shield.
What quality is the potion of healing?
It's a standard potion of healing. Common.
So, still possibly worth grabbing though.
Yeah.
The flying potion might also be worth it because I don't think any of us could fly.
Well,
Huh?
boots.
Boots, right? You stole. No, I thought you gave those back.
I didn't steal the boots.
Oh, you've just found boots. You found the same kind of boots. I see. Water walk is. I already have that spell. Let's see. It's like, well, how much for the healing potion and the potion of flying? I suppose.
Well, the healing potion will be 75 gold piece. Just because I like you. The potion of flying will be... Oof. It'll be 25,000 gold piece.
I certainly don't have that much, unfortunately.
It's off the tip.
That's it. It's like, well, definitely taking the healing potion, I think, yeah? That's always good to have on hand.
Yes.
Like 75 off that. Is anyone else interested in any of the other things that we probably can't afford?
I love the fact that the sentinel shield is only 6 pounds.
It is?
Apparently.
Oh, pounds in weight. I was like, why are we paying in British?
Why are we paying
Currency.
British currency? It's not too surprising. Shields are
God damn it, we've been colonized.
Shields can be surprisingly lightweight. Also, too bad that 12/7's not here. 12/7 would be all over that shield.
But how much is it in kilos?
Say again?
But how much is it in kilos?
Oh.
Is that actually?
2.5.
Yeah.
Roughly.
Also, Hans is just staring at this. What is it called? Energy cell?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet.
What is this? How does it work? How does it actually look like? Is this Janet just a futuristic, like, Giselle?
It's a cylinder that glows with a like, it almost looks like it's captured lightning in it.
How much do you want for this?
Well, that is a rare object, so that will run you 2,500 gold.
I'll come back to you later. That puts it back.
Remember, everything goes back to the mainland at the end of the week.
Ah. Sad.
How much did we paid for that whole? The last thing that the group did, like it was.
Oh right, the how much would we pay for the spider situation, the Nyogi situation?
Because I don't. I mean, obviously, I wasn't there for the distribution on.
I don't think we actually. Yeah, I don't think we actually played that out.
I don't know, I have like $100. Well,
Yeah, same.
How much did Emery have for the 1,000 gold?
Before the 1,000 gold? Oh god. It was 100 something, but I've kind of been subtracting stuff since I'm paying for the extra 50 from that and 75 because of the picking up the healing potion.
So not missing a significant. Missing it. Well. Potion. I don't do shields.
No. And that shield's gonna be really expensive.
Yeah.
Just
what's it so far?
Yeah. Well, looks like we need to be coming into a lot more money. You'll have to work extra hard there, huh, Shadow?
It would seem so. That's fine.
That's fine. The other thing is a dear Hannah over at the snapping line it said that you were probably the one to go to about any sort of recent gossip about the town. And I've been trying to keep up to date on what the lovely misadventures were of my dear brother while he was here. Sort of tell what to expect when I get back.
Did she really? It's very kind of her. Because everybody knows I just love people digging into my business.
Nobody digging into your.
See, my dear, my business is not just in goods and wares. Information is a tremendously valuable commodity.
Well, that's something.
Yeah.
You're getting really quiet.
Yeah, you are getting really quiet.
Yeah, I'm not. I shifted my microphone along. Well, then that would be something for us to pay for then, if there's any.
There's certainly information on
choice information we need. Maybe
I'm sure we can use some on. Yeah, exactly what I was about to say on that freaking bird wizard.
Oh, you're looking for information on Cadillac, are you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you see, I kind of, when I was over in Redwater a day or two ago, I was, minding my own business, and
she holds up a finger and reaches her hand out towards the door, and the door closes. She casts a few more spells in the area, and then puts the finger back down. Please do continue.
All right, so I was procuring income for us, and I happened to cross Kaladek while I was going and doing my business, and I was able to slip off of him a rather choice spell scroll just on his person, while an 8th level spell, while walking around the streets of Redwood.
She sort of dips her head just a little bit, like as if she'd been looking over her glasses at you. Says, you knit an object of Cadillac.
Very good with my hands.
And don't worry, I don't think he had any idea it was him. He sort of has that whole can change his face thing going on.
Yes,
As you will.
but you best make sure that he doesn't. That is one that you do not want upset with you.
Right. What else does he have?
That's a good question now, isn't it? As far as I know, the only people that have been in his tower other than himself is your counterparts.
Really? Why were they in there?
Saved his life, apparently, after they poisoned him.
What? They put.
Blinks owlishly at that. What?
Explain?
Yes. They nearly killed him and just happened to save his life at the last minute. So he's got a strange feeling towards them. Nobody's really quite sure if he likes them or hates them.
It's possible to do both.
Which both would be fair. And I guess.
Either way, that cat of his hangs outside their house.
Yeah, he's been hanging out a lot. Just a lot of staring. It's a little creepy.
Yeah, we've noticed the cat.
I've never quite felt more uncomfortable by the thought of a cat looking at me.
Do you ever notice how the cat moves?
Not
Yes,
really. mean,
but
Cat. Like?
It doesn't walk on two legs,
Have you
does it?
noticed how very bird-like it is?
it is that bird is a pervert.
So
You're
is
probably
he
correct
familiar?
about that, yes.
Is he shapeshifting or is he a familiar?
Oh, I believe the cat is his familiar.
God, this is some.
Makes it even more interesting that the cat keeps hanging around the house.
So they like to spy.
Well, see, now I don't even want to take anything of his. I just want to find out what he wants to know about that house. What he thinks he's gonna find.
Hmm.
That's just creepy.
I'm gonna need to be more careful where I put that spell scroll.
Well, see, this funny thing happened. Until you all came along, the cat was doing its usual browsing of the town that it did before your sibling arrived.
But now it's obsessed with that house. in the
Has it-
Piedmont.
It's been up to the house
Well,
since
yeah.
then?
Yeah, see, I run past that house every day, and every day before they took possession of it, the cat was never there. The cat goes around town poking in everybody's windows, but then your crew took possession of the place, and the cat started hanging around more and more. And then they left, and the cat got bored and went on to its usual rounds until you arrived, and now the cat is back to its focus. Just most curious.
So he's watching whoever inhabits that house, but only us or Soul's, Emery's brother and that group.
I don't think it's the house he's interested in.
Well, obviously not.
Though he has hated that house. He, when the tower was put up, he had his tower raised 2 stories just to spite them.
Of course he did.
Interesting.
the original owner, the previous owner before Soul and them moved in, did the cats spy on them more so than anyone else, or is it just been when large groups are in that house?
To a degree, yes.
So whether he's just interested in whatever activities happening in the house, or
Well, you have to realize that the person who lived in that house previously was the de facto town mayor.
Which I guess there would be reasons to want to know the de facto mayor's business.
yeah, but that still makes it strange.
Yeah.
In your opinion, having met both groups, is there any sort of common denominator between the two that he might be poking around, interested in as an individual or group level?
Aside from the fact that you both like to get into a lot of trouble. Perhaps he sees you as a threat. Or a subject of interest.
Well, clearly. It's clearly on the second part. The threat part is the the shrug.
Can't think the first one. His house isn't made of burnable material.
On the outside, maybe the interior.
Wouldn't know. Hasn't been in there.
Oh, maybe we can ask and he gives us a tour.
We could. That's an option. You could just go over there and be neighborly. See what happens. Although, I feel like I've tried that once or twice and just tried to say hello and he's scowled at me. I didn't even know a bird could scowl.
This burp special.
It's probably just all in the eyebrows.
It really is. It's all. They don't even have eyebrows. Just all in the eyes.
I'm pretty sure he just walks around with a perpetual scowl. But it's hard to tell with Arakakra.
Yeah, it's fair. Oh, the other thing. Hannah mentioned that all the tieflings tend to work with you. Did my brother work for you at any point while he was here?
Oh yes, your brother worked quite a lot for me.
Yeah, I suppose it's good that he's getting out and meeting other folks like him, I suppose. I haven't really got to meet any other... Well, I've met 2 other Genasi, not the same type, though. Shula's fire Genasi and that Yenin fellow was air.
Oh, you've met Yenin, have you?
Yeah, fucking psychopath. Employed me on a ship. Employed all of us, well, except for you. On a ship for a while. Was like, hey, go bring me this weird deer.
Big deer.
Big deer. Didn't tell us the deer was talking or that the deer was some kind of weird deer god thing.
Oddly wise.
He pulls out a kettle. Sets out cups of tea.
He's like, oh, tell me more.
Starts filling. Oh, do tell me more, please.
Brought us to sent us to an island full of talking animals. They killed me. I got better, somehow. I really don't know how to explain that one. I was dead and then I was not dead.
There was another person, but they went for a swim.
Yeah.
And then the other 2, I think one was killed by the other, one by the turtle.
Yeah, I was talking turtle.
Turtle.
I was talking rabbit. There were these big freaky cats with like 6 legs and furry tentacles.
Sips her tea.
Talking. One had a baby and ran off, and I don't know what happened then, but you know.
Sips her tea again.
Deborah's happily takes tea to sipping.
I just want to reiterate,
Fuck that
we were
guy.
not on drugs.
But fuck that guy. Don't take a job from him. Absolute maniac.
Yeah.
Interesting that he's grown his aspirations since I knew him.
Oh, you know him.
So hungry.
Indeed, a good deal of the equipment he was using he purchased here.
It'll explain some things.
Be right back.
Take your time.
Yeah. Go sit down. But, oh,
I need your.
okay. Probably. Huh?
Yeah.
Ugh. The eyes completely derailed what I was gonna say here. Hang on. Pause for.
I'm reloading.
I'm reloading. I'm re-looking at soup.
Soup?
I need to get soup. Or suggesting soup.
Oh, that's the only thing I get from that place. Alright.
Emery's getting soup.
Everybody's getting soup!
As long as he's not being turned into fish soup.
Fucking hell, what the heck was he even gonna say to Svendros? God damn, that completely derailed what I was doing. Brain.
Well, the last
So-
thing she said to y'all was he's grown his aspirations.
He's grown his
since you
aspirations.
met him.
Right. It's like, That's right, and I'd asked, like, oh, you knew him? And there was that whole thing. So, does he live around here, or? So I don't think he's going to be terribly happy to run into us again. Because we
In all
kind of
honesty,
failed.
I don't think that he's stepped foot in Saltmarsh since he got hold of that ship.
Well, he was certainly recruiting people out of Saltmarsh. That's where we got the job.
Curious, I haven't seen his ship here.
I don't think it was his ship. I think he has a couple. We weren't. It wasn't his ship that came and got us. It was a different ship.
So, where exactly was he recruiting out of?
He had. Well, it wasn't him specifically. I should mind. He wasn't in Saltmarsh. It was. God, I don't remember the fucker's name. He had a. There's a guy. He was out of the the shithole. In on the other side of the river. Not Hannah's place. The other one.
You mean the place right across the street from me?
Ah,
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly that one.
that one.
I'll have to keep a closer eye on it.
Yeah, we were at the we got in a ship that was parked right in the back of it.
Yes. They have a interesting relationship with the town. The town really doesn't like them having their dock, but somehow they managed to weasel it through and, well, they can't shut them down.
But there you go. You got some information. So no, that's what you're after here with the tea.
My, you are a sharp individual.
I don't mind giving it, considering. Fucker seems like he's not up to anything good. Not that I really give
No.
too much of a shit into what he's up to, but
For somebody who doesn't give a shit, you certainly have some strong opinions on him.
look, I don't give a shit what he does, but I will admit the man's an asshole.
I see.
I'm guessing with that ship, he's not easy to track down either.
No, you see, that's a former pirate ship.
Hmm.
Yeah, that would turn some heads if he showed up in that, and I'm guessing he's not terribly welcome over here if he's sending other ships with other people.
Well, you see, him being behind the attacks on shipping have just been rumors. Nobody's been able to confirm it because, well, nobody survives.
So yes, information on him in general at the moment is not really easy to come by or necessarily accurate.
Side note that A-Team did bring back that ledger at one point. But of course, she might just be not giving that information. Huh. Anyway, Terry, if I mentioned this or not, that I don't know if you're aware, Pentra has gotten back from checking in on our friendly little children. Name.
Oh, goody. I will have to invite her over for tea. It's been a
I'm sure you'll be able to get a lot more out of her than we did.
Yes, despite her heritage, she tends to take poorly to people in making insinuations.
Well,
She's
Sure, shrugs.
staring pointedly at Emery.
She's like, look, I've been trying to make amends, and honestly, can you truly blame me for being upset with what happened to the two of us because of where we were set? Alright? Didn't matter what she was. She was an elf, I would have been equally as pissed at her.
Now,
Initially.
a wise bird once said, "We can't control what happens to us, but we can control how we feel about it."
Hmm. Well, you say that to someone who didn't have their entire life sort of stolen from them. Bit harder said than done.
Not saying it's a difficult situation to be in, but a little bit of grace goes a long way.
People who trust me, and people do deserve grace, get plenty of grace from me. Takes quite a bit to make me pissed off. Fucking with my family is the way to do it, and until proven otherwise, it seemed like ground zero for the fucking of the people who are my family.
Well then, God help you if you ever meet Celius.
From what I can tell, what Hannah said, he's the #1 protector of my dear, sweet doormat of a brother.
Oh yes, and he's most definitely fucking your family. As you so eloquently put it.
Well, that sort is fine by me, honestly. Good boy could use it.
Honestly, I think he's been more stressed out ever since he started.
Also doesn't surprise me, he's a perfectionist. You should have seen how he was in his first relationship. Anyway.
The perfectionist.
myself again. Fuck. I didn't actually unmute myself. Ah! Which probably means I didn't mute myself
Oh,
to begin
dear.
with. Wee!
No, you muted.
Okay.
We didn't hear shit.
And then I was unmuted. Brilliant. Let's see. But no, trust me, get that boy on your couch, and I think you'll understand why I was nearly so pissed about the potential of meeting the person who might have put him there.
Well, you see, he's not exactly the sort that I'd have on my couch, but
Oh, why is that?
she giggles and just sips her tea.
No, come now. I'm giving you so much information. Fair trade.
Yes. But a girl never kisses and tells.
Oh. Has he been making the rounds in this town? Hannah didn't mention that.
No, but the town has definitely wanted to make rounds on him, so, you know.
That does not surprise me. It does not surprise me. For someone who has an absolutely no flirtatious bones in his goddamn body. If I wasn't... I'll tell you. Here. You remember that little illusion I showed, right? The one to prove that I knew who he was, right? The one where... How he used to look like back when I knew him? The very demure petite little thing.
Oh, yes, it was... It's adorable.
What you did, alright? That... I mentioned this to Hannah, so I might as well mention it to you. You hear it from me rather than her if you happen to hear anything from her. Used to... The two of us, right? And I'll tell you what I didn't tell her. We were both slaves to the same family, used for entertainment of varying sorts. He was usually specifically to be attend the grandson, right? Well, as he got older and more, I started to wander a bit, and he sort of wanted to separate them a little bit more. Sort of worked with me as a bit of a dancer, played instruments. He could sing quite a bit. So imagine that, why don't you? And good lord, if he was up there and I wasn't, even I could feel it. I don't know what it was he could do with absolutely no outgoing personality at all. But when I tell you everyone was looking, well, everyone was looking. So the idea that that's kind of continued to be a thing here does not surprise me. Bit jealous. Heck, I'd look.
Oh, dear. The things you learn from one's family.
But that's what I wonder. You say you wouldn't kiss and tell. Is that just the expression, or did you kiss? I'm curious.
You'll just have to ask him.
Oh, fine. But since you seem so interested in having people on your couch, I am almost concerned why you wouldn't have him on yours. Just a chat.
Oh, the boy is a lovely conversationalist. When you can get anything out of him, but just a little bit of teasing, and he just clams up.
Yeah, I tried my best to break him out of that.
Well, I guess we'll just have to keep working on him.
Oh, he'll open up. I've gotten him to several times. Gotta rile him up enough. Find what he's interested in. He doesn't shut up.
The only thing I know he's interested in is that boy.
Doesn't surprise me. You've seen him with that boy Carrie. Well, granted, it was his job to follow him around like a puppy, but he took that to heart and a half.
Thank you for the hydrate, Mondo.
Oh dear.
Hmm.
You don't say.
Yeah. Anyway. Unless you can give me any more information on anything. I don't know if I've got any more I can actively share at this point.
Oh, that's very fine. I think we've gotten enough out of each other.
Just Isaac in the background.
For that matter, I don't know. Y'all, there's no real point in getting started in anything new here, so
Yeah.
this might be a good place to end the
It
B
might.
team.
Yeah.
End the B team.
In the B team. Meteor hits you and you die. Rocks falling around ice.
Ew.
Unless Shadow's got any specific, I've just been prattling on. Unless Shadow's got anything he actually wanted to talk to Zenders about, we're probably going to be wrapping up here in a second.
No, he got the information he wanted.
Right.
They,
That's thing.
them, he, she, kind of.
All of it.
Yeah.
Any of it. It's all fine. That.
Not that.
Not that. Will not respond to that.
Or this.
Or this.
I'm currently messing about with the token of one of my old characters.
Fun.
Mm.
Yeah, so you'll wrap up there, which I will probably put something in text for Emery trying more in depth to give information to Granister, especially after getting not much more out of Zendros, but
He's going to put together a data dump.
a data dump that'll either be received by Verdestra or Hex. He will pursue, he will get a date. I say a date. He's not interested romantically, let's be real.
Celine?
Dates don't necessarily have to be for a prolonged romance.
I mean, let's face it, Emery's not looking for anything prolonged.
No. Emery is
Unless
here
it's
for a good
prolonged
time.
as, like, hours.
Emery is here for a good. It's sleep. Emery is here for a good time, not a long time. Okay.
Oh, I'm just gonna definitely. Oh.
Raid time.
Before you go, where you sending people?
Oh, I have no idea.
66.
Oh, I've got
doesn't
to
count.
send people to Lucky because Lucky's doing a charity thing, and someone.
Oh, Lucky's doing a charity thing?
I got my raid guided, so I know where I'm going.
All right.
As long as she's still actually
Send everybody
online,
to-
she is.
Yeah, Lucky's online. We'll send everybody to Lucky.
Hopefully, she's not about to wrap up.
I don't know
Well,
who
let's
Lucky
see.
is.
Lucky other.
I can make the raid for you
Looks
now.
like she's singing right now, so.
Fun.
The problem with that is that it doesn't count down in the same way, so I don't know when to end
Oh,
my.
here we can give.
I can hear you in stream. You just say "and now."
Okay.
And that's also the name. There you go.
Okay.
So either way, so definitely I'll be back.
Yep. Same.
Uh,
Oh boy. B team is always something. Oh. I do apologize that I've been more quiet than usual because I am just absolutely brain dead lately. I am so sleepy. Just, it's a bit of a problem. But oh well. It is what it is. Okay, there we go. Hopefully because I've been very tired lately, and I think that's come through in a few streams, and I do apologize for that. Hopefully it'll pass soon and I'll be back to normal. But yeah. Guys, thank you so much for stopping by. I do hope you enjoyed the stream. I'll be back again tomorrow. And I should mention this, I will be back again on Tuesday. I'm probably taking Wednesday off. But Tuesday, this Tuesday, I will be streaming starting at 4 p.m. my time. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do... Oh, I accidentally canceled the raid. Hang on, let me get this back up. There we go. There we go. But yeah, so that is RIP raid. I know. I'm literally such a mess. Oh god. I think that's the second time I've done that this week alone. But yeah. Thank you so much for stopping by. I do hope you enjoyed the stream. As I said, we'll be back again tomorrow, and I will be streaming on Tuesday starting early at 4 p.m. my time. It will be a stream with Anna, and we're going to be doing something that I haven't done in a while on stream. So that'll be fun. No, don't worry. I worry always. No. But yeah, have a fantastic rest of your day, evening, or night. Have fun with Lucky. And if I don't see you tomorrow, then I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye for now. Bye, goodbye.